What is going on, guys? So today we got the engine here. We're gonna start ripping it apart. Everything's coming off. Every single accessory, exhaust manifold, intake manifold, top, head off. Completely strip it, everything apart. So we're gonna start from up top and we're gonna go from there. All right, guys. So we're basically gonna start with the basics. Obviously, taking all your plugs. All right. Next thing we're basically gonna take off the valve cover. So I'm taking this off. There's 1, 2, 3, 11 bolts in total. So there's that off, and that's basically a trash nail. So it's always good to have something here. This might be a little annoying for the video, to have a tarp, but anything leaks, anything that falls, I can just pick it up without losing it or messing up the nice tile down here. So. For most of these things, what I like to do is actually just put this bolt back in the spot where they came from. I will put them away after, just for now at least I know where they were so I can label them after.
And there you have it. It's now down to this state. I got a little frustrated on the intake side, so I just skipped through it, and now it is sitting like this. And next up, we're going to be taking the head off the block.
So let's make sure when you're taking everything off that they go back in the same place they were, direction and position, to make sure there's no messing about when they are reinstalled. So you have your exhaust side and your intake side, and they're all numbered of where they go, as well as the direction they're going, which is always usually towards the cams. The cam gear, sorry, the cam gear. E2, E, E2, E3, E4, and down the line. And then same with the intake side. Alright, so next you got the front facing part here. So you're gonna have a guide here, your tensioner, your idler sprocket, and then your 2 cam gears. So basically we're gonna take off the guides first. I've already done that, they're already missing over here, so that you can just leave out. Next we'll take the tensioner. These usually sometimes have a little hook on them, like this one here. You can just push up against it, swing the hook out to release the tensioner so the chain is loose. There's that. After we got that first tensioner off, we're gonna get the lower tensioner out. So most of them you just put a little pin in the hole there just to hold it back so the piston doesn't come out. These, like I showed in the other one, has a little hook to hold it up against. There's no tension on the idler anymore. So what we're gonna do is put a adjustable wrench to hold it in. There's actually a key, like a top hex key there, so you can actually put a adjustable wrench on it. Unless you have the 1 inch, which is, I'm pretty sure the size of it is a 1 inch if you have an actual wrench, if you don't wanna use the adjustable. And you're gonna hold it up against you and just pull it back. Yeah, there. So there's your gears with the actual chain. So the chain does have certain links in it. So for top dead center and that, so there will be a colored one, this gold one here. So when you reset everything, make sure you line it up for where they say to put that when you're guiding it to top dead center for this. So next we're gonna get to the top. All right guys, so for the cam caps, we're gonna go in an order. So we're basically gonna go from the front to the back, to the front, to the back, to the front, to the back. So it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, start with tops, middle, top, middle. So we're gonna start with intake side. Like I said, mine are loose already, so I'm just gonna make sure they're loose and then I'll go in the direct. All right, so the easy thing I just did here, make a little tin can, intake cam caps, exhaust cam caps. Simple as that. Just put your wrench back in, rotate it, soft nicely, it'll just pop free like that. Same with the other one. There. Exhaust, intake. Alright guys, so for this here, we're gonna be taking out the head studs. Now make sure you do it in the order, just opposite obviously, or in the same order that you would do as putting it on. That way you don't warp or mess up anything on your head and your block. So first one, facing the front of the engine, will be the top one here. So technically your intake side. washes with these, so just make sure those actually come out with them. If not, you might need to get some pliers. So there's the bolt with the washer on it as well. And we got ARPs, so we won't be using these again. Now I don't usually wear gloves. I usually just go full man hand, but when you're handling touch screens and cameras and stuff, you gotta be able to take the gloves off quick and switch something up. So that's why I usually am wearing gloves during these. And after I just go in, I have a little pick tool here I like to use a lot. Just make sure you get those washers. Some coaxing, some negotiation to get off, but mine is just loosey-goosey already, alright? And there she is. There we go. She's off.